everyone, and welcome to the August 20th meeting of Walpole Select Board. It's now after 7 o'clock, which is the time our meeting is posted for, so I call the meeting to order. Let's stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So as you can see, we are in the auditorium of the new middle school. Long time coming. The building is just absolutely magnificent and is going to be open for business very shortly as we welcome the first generation of middle schoolers to our new combined middle school. It's been a couple of years, since approval and everything we had to do to get it approved. It's been many years before that as this has come together. I had the opportunity to take a tour of the building recently, and it really is a beautiful place, and it's come out really, really well. And it's very Walpole. It has all the kinds of colors you'd expect. There's a lot of artwork that sets context for places within the building, and it really is a really fine facility. Walpole Media has done a video, an updated video. I know you've done one in the past. And we're going to have that posted out on the website, and I believe it is already out on Walpole Media's website. So go out, take a look at it, you get a good sense for what the new building is, and so forth. There's going to be a whole formal dedication process, so we're not going to get into any of that tonight. But it's worth saying, a big thank you to the voters of Walpole. This is a magnificent facility, as I said. And it didn't happen except for the fact that we've got a very generous town here that saw the vision and saw the need, and here we are now, years later, as we sit here tonight, and ready to welcome the first generation of middle schoolers to the building. So a great job by everybody. Again, we'll get into a big long list of thank yous when it's appropriate, but I recognize the taxpayers for their support. Also, we just want to mention, the vision set by the school board and Superintendent Goff, the great work that the SBC has done, and Jim, you've been very directly involved in it as well. And this really has come together very, very well. Jim, is there anything you'd like to say on top of that?
A couple things that I'll cover in the TA update.
Sounds good. Anybody else who'd like to comment on the new building? Okay. So other thing that I wanted to just touch on briefly is another fun thing is that we recently had a ZipTrip with the Fox 25 team. Gene Levanchi, Walpole resident, and one of the Fox 25 folks that makes that happen was here with his team. They set up early in the morning, and we were featured between 8 and 10. And for those of you who saw it, it really went very, very well. And that is also available in pieces out on the Fox 25 website for anybody who may have missed it. Jim, again, you were involved in the planning of that, and I know you were very much involved in, talking to Gene at the event itself. Anything that you'd add?
Sure. No, just that the DPW and police department and other town departments did such a great job putting the common together, making sure everybody was safe to cross and get to the site. Fox was great to work with, the local affiliate there. Of course, Gene was too. And like you mentioned, it's up on their website, and we'll make sure there's a link up there for our website. Just a great day overall.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. It was really great. It went off beautifully. And I think Walpole really shined in it, too. All the things that were the points of focus that Gene did, whether it was the video tour or all the people that were interviewed and, the various restaurants and other functions and establishments.
300th anniversary.
The 300th anniversary team, Bill and Katie. I mean, it was just really, really a great day for Walpole. I loved it. Any other comments from the board on ZipTrip?
No, I agree. It was really great to see so many Walpoleans who represent different parts of the town come and speak to Gene, and people were just hanging around, sort of enjoying the good vibes. So it was really nice.
And it was a good vibe.
Yeah.
It really was. It was excellent. So a lot of good stuff happening right now. And as the summer is drawing to a close, we can all feel good about where we are here in Walpole. So 7:05, open forum. We don't see anybody here for open forum, so we'll move forward. Our first order of business is under new business. This is a review and approve the town administrator's contract. We recently evaluated Jim, as we are required to do periodically, And as part of that process, we decided to take a look at, peer groupings and making sure that we are properly recognizing Jim for the great work that he does. He achieved the highest rating you can get, and is doing just an outstanding job all the way around, Jim. But also importantly, we wanted to be proactive as we think about, we're not the only town that knows what a great job Jim is doing here. And there's a whole bunch of towns around here who would love to have Jim. So we want to make sure that we're taking proactive steps to make sure that that we stay competitive in the environment. So we've done that. We've made a couple of adjustments to the contract, one to extend it by a year, so we'll have Jim under contract between now and the end of, or the middle of June of 2030, and then some modest compensation adjustments to reflect the market. So that's where we are. Any comments or questions from the board? Okay, being none, Mark?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the town administrator's contract.
I'd second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Our next order of business is we have several bid contracts to award. So Jim, why don't I just turn that over to you?
Sure. First one on the agenda here is the award of the Blackburn Hall flooring contract. Recommend favorable action to Mass Flooring, Inc. out of Braintree. And I know Patrick and Renee and Dawn are looking forward to getting that project underway, along with the bathroom, which is the next one. So favorable action on that one.
Any questions for Jim?
I'll make a motion to award contract 2025-01 Blackburn Hall floors to Mass Flooring, Inc.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0.
Next item up is bid contract number 25-02, which is Blackburn Hall bathroom improvements. Those are the bathrooms down on the first floor in the basement that are utilized not only by recreation but on election day. We'll be able to get in there, get those cleared up before the election. I know Dawn and Patrick and Renee have been working hard. So recommend favorable action to Page Building Construction, Inc., based out of Stoughton.
Any questions for Jim?
I'll make a motion to award 2025-02 Blackburn Hall bathroom improvements to Page Building Construction Company, Inc.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0.
Next item up is contract number 25-03. That's the High Oaks Pump Station. And 6 bids were received on that one. Recommend favorable action for Arden Group Inc., based in Rockland, Mass.
Questions for Jim? Okay, Mark?
I'll make a motion to award 2025-03 High Oaks Pump Station improvements to Ardent Group, Inc.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0.
And last contract up is the water treatment chemicals. This is our annual chemicals. They're items A through H. That's bid contract number 25-06. Recommend favorable actions as listed out in the memo dated August 15, 2024.
Questions for Jim?
I just had a quick question. Have the prices of these chemicals started to stabilize for years? It seems they were having huge increases. Or
Actually, the 2 major chemicals have decreased.
all right.
They're probably recognized as
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. Anyone else?
I'll make a motion to award 2025-06 water treatment chemicals to various contractors.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. On to the consent agenda. Mark?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent items as listed on the August 20th agenda.
Second.
And before we voted, I just want to call out that one of the items is various donations to the 300 Celebrations Committee totaling $35,000. That's a lot. So really appreciate everybody who has donated money, and the 300th is really coming along really, really well. Kudos to the committee. Bill and Katie, thank you. A motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. And the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes of August 6, 2024 as presented.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Town Administrator's update, Jim?
Sure, just a few items. Already covered the ZipTrip town meeting, where I expect town council will have her review of the warrant completed by the end of this week, so that'll be on your next agenda to sign, and we can get that posted shortly afterwards. Finance Committee is going to start their deliberations on September 5th. Looking forward to that. There's a bunch of new members on that committee there. The high school project, GC bids are set to be submitted next Thursday. The sub bids came in last week, and they look pretty good. So I'll have a lot more next Friday as to where we stand with that project. I'm feeling optimistic about it. Just a few items in regards to the middle school. So Superintendent Goff and her team have done a great job ensuring that school's ready for the 28th, next Wednesday. I want to call a shout out to Principal Ruggiero. She's done some excellent work working with Vertex, making sure the students and teachers and parents here are ready to come into this new building. She's hosting building tours all week. She had 3 today at 9, 11, and 1, and I think she's got that going for the rest of the week for a lot of the students coming in. She's just been, I've been really impressed with the work she's been doing. The Building Commissioner's Office, DPW, Police Department, and Fire Department have also been working hard to ensure that this building is inspected and ready to go in time for next week, which we're on track for that, which is great news. And I encourage the parents and interested parties to check out the Walpole Public Schools website. The middle school newsletter that spells out the traffic patterns for the next 6 to 8 weeks as parents drop off the kids and everything, that the parking lots get finished. We put the finishing touches on the outside of the building. So anyone who'd like to view the building, it's also on YouTube on the Walpole Media's website. So all good stuff here in this building. Yeah. Just a couple of items. I received notice of our official earmarks for this fiscal year 25. We're set to receive about $85,000 for the old town hall, some renovations on that one, $25,000 more for the 300th anniversary committee, $100,000 for the South Walpole sound study that we put in back, I think it was March or April, and $125,000 for the high school to offset some of the cost of the parking lot and sidewalk improvements there. So all good stuff. And we've already reached out and asked, how can we get it, or what do we have to do? So that's it for me. Any questions?
Anybody? So great update, Jim, as always. Thank you. So I did also neglect at the beginning of the discussion tonight to say that we had thought this meeting was going to be televised live. Unfortunately, we're not quite at that spot here in the building, and as a result, we're taping. So it will be available on the Walpole Media site and on YouTube, as always, and hopefully people have a chance to see it, because it was our intent and is our intent to really start giving people some perspective on the new middle school, which is why we decided to have the meeting here tonight to begin with. So here we are. I'm sure we'll be back at some point. We'll probably be doing other meetings here. Who knows? We'll see. But it's a wonderful, wonderful place. And as I said earlier, there's a lot of good stuff going on in Walpole right now. So with that, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 4-0. We're now adjourned. Thank you very much. Good night.